Hello, welcome to my second ever review of a 1/64th scale car. This is an Acura NSX by TSM model. It's part of their Mini GT range of 64th scale cars, and it comes in a nice little box which kind of reminds me of the little Matchbox car boxes of my youth. It's a little bit bigger than that, although I think the scale of the car is the same as a Matchbox car, but of course the detail is going to be so much better. So this is an Acura NSX, known in Europe and Japan as the Honda NSX. It's a GT3 car, number 93, 2017 IMSA Watkins Glen, and let's have a look in the packet. Right, so just open the flap there, a couple more flaps, and then we see we've got a plastic holder for the car. So I'm just going to joggle it out a little bit, and here we have the model in its plastic holder. So let's, this is quite well done. Obviously you can't display it in the box with this format of packaging. Now, if you can't work out that pattern, it's actually the Statue of Liberty. So this is an interesting car with a lot of detail on the livery, on the racing livery of the team in question. I couldn't tell you who the team was, or who the driver was, I'm afraid. So it's an interesting scale. I'm fascinated by this scale because to me it's not about the level of detail being represented on the car, it's the level of detail represented on the model, if you see what I mean. So on a car you might see a tiny detail within the badge or something, maybe the chamfer of the edge of the manufacturer badge on the car. Well, I'm not looking for that kind of detail. I'm looking for these features. Are they, so for example, this louvering over the rear engine cover, how detailed is that in terms of millimetres across here? So I'm quite interested in the intricacy of this article, this item in my hands. So the wheels have a decent amount of intricacy there, very standard racing wheels. I mean, yes, you're not going to get everything represented like you do on a 12th scale car, and I've got a couple of 12th scale cars. And of course, if you're watching this on a big screen, you'll be thinking, oh, well, what about this? What about that? Well, it's small. I mean, look at my hand. So you're not going to be, I mean, if you're on a big screen, you're talking about maybe now seeing it at that far away to represent, maybe even more than that, to represent the actual size of this car. So you're seeing this car at probably something like 5th or 8th scale on your screen if you've got a 43-inch TV or something like that. So bear in mind, you're going to see a lot more intricacy there than people will see with their bare eyes when they're looking at it from a reasonable distance. Okay, so but truly the detail is excellent, and that's why people can go to, manufacturers like this can go to 64th scale and still retain a lot of the accuracy in terms of its relationship to the real car, that retain a lot of that accuracy compared to, say, a 43rd scale. I mean, this is probably the equivalent of a mid-range 43rd scale, no, maybe a cheap 43rd scale in terms of representation of the actual full-size car, yeah. So at bottom end 43rd scale, this 64th scale is probably that level of detail. But in effect, this is mid-range in terms of the actual millimetre size features on the item in my hands. So Venturi, everything there. I'm a bit of a fan of these NSXs. I'm going to dig out a 43rd scale I've got I'm just going to pause the video, back in a second. So what I have here I think is a dealer model 43rd scale Acura, who knows, NSX, and it's a nice model. I bought it a few years ago. I think this is a very pretty car, obviously designed in the California studios for Honda, I think, the styling. Carbon fibre roof detail. The wheels are filling the arches quite well and stuff. So if we look at that relative to this, so if I hold them so that they're equivalent sizes, something like that, we'll get an idea of the accuracy. So do you see what I mean? So if I go to there and there, that's about the right. So anyway, they're different things, but I like this 43rd scale model. I'm very happy with that one. Anyway, I haven't done a separate review of that car. The other comparison to do is the 43rd Hot Wheels against this. So if you're looking at a Hot Wheels car, you can see there's a lot. It's more toy-like. You know, you're getting certain details, but of course they're designed differently. They're designed to do different things. The representations are different. They're not trying to be accurate. They're trying to be a Hot Wheels car. Stylistically, it's a Hot Wheels car. It's not trying to be overly accurate. Whereas obviously these modern generation of 64th scale resin models are trying to be as accurate as possible, and obviously you're just limited by the scale in terms of the accuracy. So you'll better be able to compare that on screen than I can. Another comparison I want to do is with this ignition model Mazda RX-7 FD. I've actually got a full review of this. So this is 64th scale, and this one comes in a different packaging, of course, and the detail is excellent on this car. Okay. Sorry about the reflections, but I'll put a link in at the end to a review of this model that I did a while back. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've got a couple more 64ths on the way, so you might see some more Japanese cars in 64th scale, because it seems to be the Eastern market that's interested in 64th, so obviously you're getting a lot of Japanese type cars. TSM have produced some Bentleys, and Spark have produced some Porsches and things, so there are some McLarens. So there are non-Japanese cars available in 64th. Have a look on eBay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do subscribe and like this video. I've got a playlist of model car review videos, and if you buy things off eBay, you might want to have a look at buynowsearch.com, my side project, where you can store a search within Buy Now Search, an eBay search within Buy Now Search for a fixed price item, and within minutes of the fixed price item being listed, you can snap it up before anyone finds that excellent deal that you've just found. Say one of these cars at an excellent price that wouldn't normally happen. So anyway, thanks for watching, and do subscribe. Thank you, bye.